In this overview, we'll outline how it is you can use our simple form to help surface your organization's key strategic objectives. In most organizations, the strategy may already exist in some form of simple one-page flyer. Maybe it's documented in your annual report or strategy plan, or it can be even surfaced from your monthly management reports. You may even have a balanced scorecard that includes the strategic objectives and their priorities, whether that's in the 4-quadrant or the strategy map as exampled here. In either case, we'll use that to extract what your key strategic objectives are. So the questionnaire that we've given you looks a bit like this, where we've identified within the 4 balanced scorecard perspectives, financial, customer, internal, and enablers, what are the key and most common strategic objectives inside of them? Now, you might be public sector, and if you're public sector, you just take the financial perspective and you drop it down to the bottom, but the objectives are still the same. So, for example, in the financial world, you can either increase your revenues, decrease your costs, or optimize use of assets. So these are generic categories of strategic objectives that typically cover the waterfront. What I'd like you to do is, working with your leadership team, decide with each one of these whether that objective is not important or critical to the success of your organization. So in this example, maybe from the strategy plan, we'll be able to say, for example, it talks about our customer and product service, and it looks like that's relatively important to the success of the business. And it's about the customer service, and its source is the strategic plan. So if we continue looking at the strategic plan, we'll see objectives around quality, continuous improvement, anticipating customer needs, and investing in our people. So what we're doing is we're not reinventing the strategy. We're going to existing documents and validating ideas of strategic objectives. Likewise, we might be able to go to your financial resources, your budgets and plans, and surface some other objectives. Maybe if we take a look at operational plans, we'll see other objectives like develop new products, leverage technology, and promote a safe workplace. And all of these link back to these generic categories. Now, you're not necessarily going to have objectives for each and every one of these categories, nor are they all going to be even important to the organization. But this is a way to allow you to sort of surface which are out there and get some consensus about how important they are to the success of the organization this year. Then, based on those, you can begin to list your strategic objectives that we'll be using going forward. So in this example, we talked about increasing revenues and sales growth. So we talked about profitable growth, low-cost producers, and so forth. So these are the objectives that we surfaced from this questionnaire. Likewise, you can use this questionnaire to harvest the objectives from your existing strategy documents or through interviews.